I'm not gonna lie here. I'm under the impression Rooster Teeth straight up hates RWBY. Like they are make. God dang it. Hey everyone, it's me, like Kyle, and as you can tell, I am not in the best of moods because, as it turns out, today is RWBY's 5-year anniversary, and what what do you think we got for the 5-year anniversary? What do you think we got? So we got this announcement about going about new clothes and stuff. And you're probably thinking like, oh, they probably have a 1 day freaking mega sale probably. So you go here, you go, and there's no sale. Just give it a moment. It's loading. It's loading. It's still loading. It's still loading. Load, 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 load. Come on, stop taking forever. We're taking this long just to do it earlier. Maybe it's because I have OBS on right now. Okay, here we go. Do you think all these new club stuff will be on sale? Nope. None of it's on sale. No sale whatsoever. Just some stuff is on sale, the rest of it isn't. So it's like, okay, that's I I guess that's maybe they have something else. Maybe they basically telling us to go buy this stuff, but maybe they have something else. Maybe on their Twitter they have the trailer or something. So I went to Twitter. I went to Twitter. I went to go check their personal accounts. And basically what I found was nothing. Just nothing. Just them saying, "Oh, it's been 5 years since RWBY. Thank you all for staying with us and posting screenshot stuff." And that's it. No new trailers, no new info, nothing for when we could possibly see RWBY, just some teaser or info about volume 6. Nothing. I also checked Rooster Teeth's main page and I didn't find anything. I didn't find anything whatsoever. So, I'm... And this also doesn't help the fact that I think a few days ago they released a director's commentary, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This has to be the saddest, most dumbest excuse for a director's commentary we've ever seen. Because Miles and Carrie, from what I've seen, are some of the most unprofessional, immature, unfocused leaders for RWBY I've ever seen. Because they go off track multiple times, talk about how they're thankful they got Raven into the series, into this volume, which again, why wouldn't they? Why would Raven not be able to come in the series fold? It's just like, and all the while they completely ignore any and all like reasons or explanations to why they did things the way they did. As in, they in their eyes and in their hearts, they truly believe season 5 was okay. There was nothing wrong with season 5. From what I've seen, from the hold on, I'm gonna mute this. From the 25 minutes I've seen of an entire hour and 15 minutes. Again, this is some guy going over it. Most of it is not even the whole thing, but just key points, some facts that just goes to show Miles and Carrie and possibly Gray do not have the mental mindset of leaders, of people who should be leading RWBY. It just only helps the fact that and just this and combined with that just goes to show, honestly think Rooster Teeth wants RWBY to be gone. Because I think for all sakes and purposes, they cannot do anything with RWBY. Like, okay, I'm going to basically give you my rundown on the first 5 years of RWBY. Volume 1 was okay. It was good. It was a good start to the show. It was a good fight. It was basically what they advertised, as in fights. Volume 2 continue on with that, exploring Mistral, going to Mount Glen, exploring the freaking Grim, getting more Grim, showing that teachers also are actual huntsmen and they can actually fight. Also, I think around that time we got Grim Eclipse, or we got teasers for Grim Eclipse. I think came through in volume. I want to say came to volume 3, but it was in between volume 1 and 2 and 3. Volume 3, bunch of fights, some problems, some retcons, but overall it was still a good and basically set the tone for the next season. Next season happens. It happens as a 4 to 5 time, a 5 to 6 month or 6 to 8 month time skip, and basically, again, they explored basically going to Mistral. They explored the towns and stuff, exploring what the people living outside the city is like, and exploring all these other character stuff. Some are more important than others, but again, there's all valid complaints, but I can also see how this actually helps. But then we get to season 5. We get to Haven. No Neptune or the other members of Sun's team. Nothing else. It's just secluded and stuff. It's just like, this is where the Volume 5 just went. Like, Volume 3 was sort of going downward, but then but I still could see they're either coming back. Volume 5 took the downhill motion. Volume 4 went to it and just took a straight drop. No dive, no angular dive, just drop. And everyone will agree, Volume 5 may have damaged RWBY in ways that RWBY will never recover from. So like how Destiny 2 has been such an immense problem, that Destiny 2 might not be able to recover because of Destiny 2 as a whole. Destiny 3 as a franchise might not be able to recover completely. And yet, Miles, Carrie, Gray have the audacity to continue saying that there's nothing wrong. They have the audacity, and then Versity pulls this crap. As if nothing is wrong. As if we don't deserve something for the massive mess that was Season Volume 5. It only confirms my suspicion. It only helps my suspicion that Versity wants RWBY to fail to the point where they can just say, alright, people aren't really watching this anymore. We can move this to first members only. It's like, I feel like that's the direction Versity's going in, and that's not a good direction. Because that's basically saying, you pay us to see these kinds of stuff, or you don't get to see them at all. Because we only have Genlock. We only have that confirmed to be a members only. Though, considering how it's being described as for certain characters, yeah, I can obviously tell this is not, Genlock is going to be completely another mess. I can already tell it's going to be a complete and utter mess. Because literally one of the writers for Genlock described a girl character as the love interest to the main character. And it's like, that's not a good sign. You never declared this character is supposed to be the love interest for the main character. You never do that. That's like rule 1 of writing. You don't automatically declare before we even get the first freaking episode. Basically saying out the characters as a whole. And not laying out like 4 of them. You don't do that. That's terrible writing 101. And it basically comes back to Rooster Teeth as a whole having very few actual good writers. Because Red vs. Blue season 16 has been a mess. Aside from the Washington Carolina bits, it's been all over the wall, basically making jokes, just hold on. Mute myself for this. Sorry, food. Anyways, it's just aside from Carolina and Wash and the whole direction they're going to, and all these people out there theorizing they're going to, I'm actually hyped for that. Beyond that, it's just like I don't care. It's like they've been doing this inner team drama since like volume freaking like they this constant inner drama for like I want to say since since the start of volume 15 with Griff, and then they have it again with Griff, and now you have Donut, and then you had Doc, then you have Donut, and then you also have Griff again. It's like, okay, do you guys like each other or do you hate each other? Because if you guys hate each other, then why the frick are you guys still around? It's annoying. It's aggravating. It's annoying. It's just so much stuff. Sorry, just eating a little bit. But yeah, I honestly see Rooster Teeth going down a very bad road. One that if they keep on going, they're going to lose any and all love. Like only the people who don't really care about anything will just accept anything. They would accept crap, and they'll be okay with that. They'll be the only ones left. Everyone else who expect like decent quality stuff will be gone. I feel bad because this is Rooster Teeth. They're like one of the pioneers for online like companies. Founded online, machine like one of the founding fathers of machinima and stuff. And it's like they're going down a road that they might not ever recover from. And RWBY's already down that road. So let's really, really, really hope that the returning animator can get Miles and Carrie's life around. But if ever he's fired by the end simply because they don't like him, then yeah, I think RWBY is done as a franchise as a whole, and it's just gonna be disappointing because that was Monty's final works in this life, and now Rooster Teeth has turned it into a just mess of retcons, inconsistencies, dumbness, and it's just it's just so breaks my heart because again Monty was actually also very good. He did Haloid, he did Dead Fantasy, he never completed it, but he did Dead Fantasy. He did like I think volume 6 and like no volume 7, possibly volume 8, volume 9's freaking animations, all the way up to 10 before he went to start making RWBY. And he was just an animation god, and then he tragically passed away, and now Rooster Teeth is basically being a dead horse. Basically taking the horse that was still alive without his master, and then beating it to death. Just so they can get money out of it. And it's disgusting. And it's just so sad that Rooster Teeth is singing this low for a show made by a late member of their studio, and letting these two morons ruin it all. Like after Volume 5, they should have been out of the job. If Rooster Teeth had any sense, they would have saw the backlash as like, okay, yeah, these two do not need to be lead. We need to get the old team back. Because it's clear these two people cannot lead. But no, they haven't. They're still around. I'm pretty sure they're still around for Volume 6. It just goes to show Rooster Teeth is not like though. They're not the good guys. They're also evil. They're maniacal and they're willing to take any shred of Monty's work and flush it down the toilet for the sake of money. And that's just discriminable. Or disgusting, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, that's basically it. That's all I want to talk about RWBY. How they're basically celebrating 5 years of RWBY, basically making it like a joke. Nothing to celebrate about. No, No show of proof that they've changed. No show of anything. Just a little message and then just an email saying about merch, about 4 new merch and to come look at stuff. Just honestly disgusting. Honestly disgusting. Anyways, hopefully with RTX coming within the next month, we'll be able to finally see and probably judge if Volume 6 is going to be a giant mess like Volume 5, or if they actually listen and then they're actually learning and are taking feedback back. Or if they're just going to continue being in the echo chamber of all goodness, of all the good farts, and sniffing each other's farts, commenting on how good they are and how good their stupid ideas are. Sort of like what Bungie is doing. Or Bungie did. Forsaken could be better. Forsaken might be the turning point, but again, if you haven't changed by this point, then you're not gonna change. That's my pawn's opinion. They, they, I'm just sad. Now, if you excuse me, they guys, blah blah. Sorry. Now, if you guys gonna excuse me, I'm gonna go eat my shells in peace. Thank you guys for watching, and see you guys next time. Goodbye.